Welcome to the Never Yield podcast. Today is Friday, March 20th, and we are hanging on for dear life in the thick of March Madness. And boy, we've had some madness on day one. But I can tell you who did not have any madness. That's the Arkansas Razorbacks. They hammer Hawaii 97-78 in the first round of the NCAA Tournament. We'll recap that game. We'll talk about it. We'll preview the round of 32 game with High Point. And we will talk about all the action so far from around the first day of NCAA Tournament basketball. Andrew, how are the vibes as our Hogs sit in the round of 32, brother?
Man, awesome. I had a buddy came over and watched the second half of the game after he got off work, and I was like, man, it's so nice to just have like a no stress NCAA tournament game to just kind of, they pulled it within like 10 a couple times,
10, yeah,
and a couple times, and so it was like, but I never really felt like it was in jeopardy. Was a little worried when Malik went out for a little bit. I was like, with Pringle already out too, I was like, we don't need to be down to a 5-man rotation, but no, it was good. It was great. Just super excited. March Madness is here. The first day is always, I don't know, it's the most fun to me.
So good.
And my bracket's already trash, but my upset picks were not the upsets that happened, of course, but I'll take it. It's, the older I get, I'm like, I just want to watch good games and good basketball. So it was.
That's all. Like, I was just going crazy for VCU. Like, and Parker, my 9-year-old's like, Dad, you didn't pick VCU, and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, every upset, higher seed, I was like, it doesn't matter. I just want madness. So,
dude, it's pretty rare for a like a mid-major, especially against like a blue blood, to be down 19 and make the comeback. Normally the teams down 19 are the blue bloods that, find themselves in a pickle and then work their way back. But yeah, for VCU to do it, that was huge step back 3-pointer that what was it, Hill that made that crazy. So
yeah, dude, it's just been, to me, like Christmas and then Thursday and Friday of March Madness. Like, that's the order to me. Like, dude, I'm so giddy all day. Like, I ran a couple errands this morning and got my tires rotated, walked a mile, and then I was just locked in all day. Like,
nice.
And it's just been the best. Perks of working for yourself and being your own boss, and
that's right.
You don't gotta worry about it. So
yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, yeah, we'll talk about all the games here in a minute. We'll talk about High Point a little bit, what the threats that they pose. But you got, looks like you got four different TVs up there. You keep looking at up there.
I do. Here, I'll paint it over here. We got.
Ooh, look at that
little fourplex going on.
That.
So,
is that normal? Is that like permanent fourplex?
It's just YouTube TV offers.
I got you.
Offers where you can watch 4 at a time. So.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, nice. So your TV's in a better setup because my TV is sitting right beside me, and it's facing the way I am. So I've got to look that way. So Houston's up 29-15 as we're doing this, which is my largest bet of the day. Houston minus 23.5. So. They're currently up 16 with 10 minutes to go in the first half. So hopefully Houston will cash out for me.
Kennesaw State up 7 on Gonzaga early.
Baby, I'm telling you, I've said this from the start. The West region that the Hogs are in is the worst region, in my opinion. Texas just beat BYU. Okay. Yeah. If you could just get past Arizona, I think you win the Elite 8 game. Well, we got to get past High Point, which is a whole nother story. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute because they scared that shit out of me.
They can shoot.
They can light it up, boy. We'll get there in a minute. Hi, Palmer. I apologize. So let's talk about the Hog game. Obviously they come out. It always feels good to come out and just punch the lower seed the higher seed in the mouth, and kind of let them know right off the bat, hey, ain't no upset today, and we're better than you, we're more athletic than you. We're gonna fly around. I don't care what this cute little defense is that you run that the whole world's talking about. It ain't gonna work against us. And that's exactly what they did. Like, I think it got to 20-4 or maybe 19-4. We jumped out on them early,
Mm-hmm.
and I know Hawaii started making shots, but like I feel like that first 5 minute stretch, it was just immediately like we can't run, we can't play with these dudes. And
Yeah.
that's what you gotta do. Like you gotta just kill, you gotta take their soul and then throw the first punch and take their soul. And just don't even give them up. Just make it a miserable day for them.
Mm-hmm.
And credit to the Hogs because they've had some, stretches where they would not start fast and they started off sloppy. And um, yeah, man. I mean, I was really happy with the way they started. Through the first punch, everybody got involved. We'll go over the box score here in a minute. Um, Defensively, it's still like just we are what we are. Obviously, like nobody's surprised. We can all get mad at it, but the other team's gonna get good looks on us. That's just how we play. But scoring 97 against a team who's top 20 in the country in points allowed per game after playing 3 games in 3 days, you get 1 day at home, then you have to travel. Like, there was a lot of reasons to come out slow in this game,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't. So, really, 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 really happy to see how I mean, I still got my backwards hat on, obviously, like, I'm amped. I ain't gonna sleep tonight. I know we just beat Hawaii. Who gives a dang? But, dude, I'm ready. I'm ready to play another one.
I wish that was the reason I wasn't going to sleep tonight, but the new baby's got his days and nights mixed up. But I'll jump on the bandwagon and be like, I'm so jacked up that,
There we go.
I'm not going to
You gotta
sleep
fake
tonight.
it. You just gotta fake it till you make it.
That's
That's what we
right.
always
That's
say.
right. No, it was awesome. Yeah, it was. What do we have? 11, 12 dunks.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
I mean, we got plenty of tape already for one shining moment in the first
Yeah,
game.
I saw a
So
shot.
no, it was great. I think yeah, we had 3 guys almost in the 20s. I think Brazil had 19 and Malik
Mhm.
maybe had 19 or 21.
Malik had 21, yep.
21, yeah. Then Acuff 24.
5 guys in double figures.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Just fun to watch, just in a groove. Man, I don't want to get too excited, obviously, because Arizona is fantastic. And again, I'm not overlooking High Point at all
Dude,
because
I'm scared to
they
death of High
they
Point.
can they can shoot. But if you can make it there, gosh, like Brazil's like peaking right now. It's we're playing the way they always talk about. You want to peak at the right moment. You want as good old Coach Lamb would say, is where the cream rises to the top. You gotta
Shout out Coach
uh
Lamb.
so this is where you want to be playing your best ball, and it's those teams that can make a run. And I mean, it feels like we're playing that way. Obviously, you can't take any game for granted. I thought Coach Cal said it really well that you gotta just look at it in win this 5 minutes, win the next 5 minutes, and just look at it that way instead of looking ahead to your next opponent and who you're playing and all that stuff. So but yeah, it's just I don't know. March Madness it's so fun, and especially when Arkansas is in the thick of it, it doesn't get any better. So
Well, and I think it just shows the difference between a 5 and a 4 seed
yeah,
because Vandy struggled with McNeese. Like, they trailed a
yeah,
lot of that game. Obviously, High Point beat Wisconsin. Um, is that the only 2 5 seeds that have played so far?
I think
But
so.
and then, the 4 seed, Nebraska took care of business against Troy. Obviously, we did against Hawaii, so
Yeah, that was a bad pick on my part.
but there's just a you just really wanna avoid that 5 line if at all possible, so
Yeah,
I think that was huge. Um, yeah, so obviously Darius Acuff, 24 points, 9 of 19 and wasn't his most efficient, game, 2 of 5 from 3. But yeah, a solid 24 points, 7 assists for Darius. I mean, just another day at the office. I want to talk about these assists for a minute. Hawaii was third in the country in assists allowed. They allowed 9 assists per game, third in the country, and that's part of their defensive scheme that they do. Like, they try not to allow catch and shoot threes and all that. So something had to give. Like, third in the country out of 300 something teams, that's top 1%.
Yeah.
So something had to give, and you're always just curious. Even though it was in a mid-major conference and all that, you're still just really curious to see how those things play out. And obviously, would they have 20? Oh, I've already lost it. Arkansas had 26 assists, 26,
Yeah.
to a team that allows 9. And
Mm-hmm.
so, that's one of the fun things about this team is, yeah, Darius is a big ISO guy. I mean, but dude, this team shares the ball. There's no selfishness. Obviously, the lobs make for easy assist.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just really sharing the ball. Our boy Malik Ewan, Malik Ewan was taking a lot of heat this year. I got to start because Primo was a little banged up. 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists for Malik Ewan. 6 assists out of your center. I thought Malik Ewan was everywhere. I thought he played great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
We've talked about Trevin, the X factor. Trevin ended up with 19 points. He was 1 of 7 from 3. Like, Trevin getting 19 when he's 1 of 7 from 3. Trevin even 2 months ago doesn't do that. Trevin
Mm-hmm.
scores 5 if he goes 1
Yeah.
of 7 from 3.
No,
So
for sure.
he's really playing well. He's playing confident. He's finding ways to impact and score the ball when his shot's not falling. 6 rebounds for Trevin, a couple nice blocks.
Yep.
Obviously, a couple nice dunks. Billy was Billy, 10 points, 7 rebounds on 5 of 8 shooting. Billy's just back to his old normal self. And then Leak, obviously, Leak's a big X factor in all this. 21 for Leak on 9 of 16, very efficient. Still 1 of 5 from 3. We hit 4 threes for the whole game and still scored 97 points.
Yeah.
That's what makes this team different. But Leak, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. So all these guys are just stuffing the stat sheet. They're stuffing it. It's not just Leak hit threes, Darius get layups, Trevin rebound. They're all stuffing rebounds, points, assists. And whenever you got a core group of 5 guys all stuffing the stat sheet, you're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah. Well, and I was thinking about it today, and I guess I haven't really thought about it all season, but just the teams that can make big runs like this is if you have elite freshmen or younger guys that are elite paired with veterans that have experience, that have tournament experience, that have some maturity, that have or at least A Cuff and Malik too seems pretty mature in their in their delivery
both
and
of
their
them.
responses. Yeah, like Malik is always kind of all season just kind of looks like a guy playing in the 80s, or like the early 90s, like kind of those I don't know what makes me think of like those Clyde Drexler basketball cards where he was like in his 20s, but he looked like he was 40. Like Malik just kind of looks like he's older than he is. And then in the interview today, at halftime, kind of sounded even older. So like I don't know, he just reminds me of like an old school kind of player, just his look, not really the way he
He's
plays.
very
But
well spoken too, though.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
he's very articulate.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then no offense, but then you got Darius, who's just kind of like chill and nonchalant when he talks. But Malik is very well spoken.
Yeah, and I mean, I tend to pick up. I mean, it's just how I was raised, but picking up on like manners and like little things, but
Oh yeah.
just even saying like yes sir to the
Mhm.
reporter before he ran into the halftime. I was like, I don't know, it's just little things like that
Yeah,
that
for sure.
stick out to me. And I mean, if I was which I would never be, but if I was like an NBA GM or like a a collegiate head coach, those are the things that stand out to
That
me. That
matters.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So anyway, yeah, that was. I just I don't know. When you compare being awesome with also being like classy and doing things the right way, I don't know. It's just
100%, man.
it warms my near 40 heart.
Well, you always want your best players to also be your best leaders.
Correct. Yeah.
Like that's something I used to always preach when I was coaching. Like if your best players were kind of turds, and
Mhm.
your best leaders are like your sixth man or some guy who averages 4 a game, he can
Mhm.
be a great leader, but it doesn't just carry your team like it would when your studs are also leading
Yeah.
by example and everything else, on and off the court. Like they got to
Mhm.
lead. And so I think it says a lot that, Malik and Darius, both seem to be really good kids. We've talked about how they're always giving credit to their teammates. They never make it about
Yeah.
themselves. And I
Yeah.
think that's just really, really impressive for, 18-year-old kids to already be talking like that. Usually it takes a couple years of media training and maturity to learn that. But I
Mhm.
think that's one reason they're better than most freshmen. Obviously their skills and their talents, but they're also just more mature and
Yeah.
they've picked up on the other the what's the word I'm looking for? Intangible things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, and, bragging on Malik, but bragging on Acuff too, like, in his interview post game, like, he points I mean, a guy's shooting up draft boards, a guy that's, like again, like we said last pod, like, you turn on the tournament coverage or, like, ESPN, they're talking about Darius Acuff, and for him in his post game interview to be pointing, like, talking about his teammates and talking about, like, wanting to
mhm.
play for the brotherhood and, like, all that stuff, like, he's obviously a one and done, probably gonna be a top 5, 3, maybe top 3 pick in the draft, like, um, just I don't know, to me, it speaks volumes of just the character guys, and, it's nice to see it play out too, like, Cal talks about wanting to bring in guys that are obviously great, uh, on the star rankings and stuff, but, to also be character guys and guys
Mhm.
that are wanting to be about the team, and I thought Bruce Pearl, uh, gave Cal some credit today about being able to bring in these, like, superstars, but then make them buy into the team concept and being about the team, playing for the team, and involving teammates and stuff like that, so, yeah, it's just oh, it's fun to watch. No
Yeah.
matter what happens the rest of the tournament,
You just
it's
don't want it to be over. I
I
just
know.
so in the worst way don't want it to
I
be
wanna
over.
ride it as long oh,
Yeah. Because I mean, you know, Darius Acuff's gonna be on One Shining Moment no matter what. Like,
right.
even if we got beat today, they were gonna find a spot for Darius Acuff on One Shining Moment.
Yeah.
Um, but dude, with all the highlights we had today, I don't see how the lob from Malik Ewing to Brazil, where he just one-handed alley-oop, like, that's gotta be on One Shining Moment. And so you just keep seeing all this, and you're just like, "Man, I just don't want this ride to end.
I
Just
know.
don't want it to end."
Yeah.
Um, but what I mean, great win for the Hogs. I know it's easy to say 4 seed playing at 13 or whatever, but it's a team who won 24 games this year. Hawaii did. They won their league. They are top 100 in the country in every defensive metric. And, it just kind of showed that talent kind of took over today. And you can't say the same for everybody. You can't say the
Yeah.
same for North Carolina talent taking over. You can't, you can't say the same for Wisconsin. So I think right now, I don't know, you got the TVs up. Is there anything else? How's Kennesaw doing? They still the
That one's commercial, but St. Louis is up 42-27 on Georgia. I picked that one. Let's go.
the SECs looked really good today too. Let's see,
Yeah.
A and
Oh, they've
M's,
yeah,
A
undefeated
and
until
yeah, A and
now,
M
which is
spanked
still
St.
still the first half.
Mary's.
But
Yeah,
yeah, SEC's looks fantastic. Kennesaw's up 3 with 7 to go in the first half.
okay,
So yeah. But
all right.
yeah.
Um, so Hogs will play Saturday. Have they released a time yet? It's a time. They should have a time out by now. Let me see. Have you seen a time?
I haven't yet.
Nope, still to be determined on the ESPN app. So we still don't know
Okay.
what time they're playing Saturday.
They'll
Um,
probably wait till these games finish to uh lay everything out.
but they will be facing the High Point mascot check.
I don't know.
The Panthers.
Okay.
The Panthers of
I
High
haven't
Point.
watched the whole second
I
half
did
of that,
too. I
and
watched I
I
watched the whole
still don't
game
know the
almost.
mascot.
Yeah. Um, Let me pull up some of the High Point's team metrics here. So, if you did not watch the Wisconsin High Point game before the Hogs played, they played on the same, obviously in Portland on the same court before the Hogs. you need to go to YouTube and just search it on YouTube and watch like the 10-minute highlight video of that game. These dudes can score it. So they are third in the country in points per game at 90 points per game. Okay. 90 points per game. So they score at a very high level. And listen, we all know that everything's relative because they're not in a Power Four conference or whatever. But you still have to be able to score it. I don't know if you're scoring 90 points a game on anybody. I don't care if you're doing it on junior high girls. That's impressive. Okay, that you can put the ball in the hole that consistently all year at a rate of third in the country.
And have now extended the longest win streak in the country as well to
Do they?
15 games, I think, in a row. So
interesting.
Which only means they're due for a loss, right?
Yeah.
You would think. But I don't know, when you can score 90 a game and shoot it from the NCAA logo and drain it, then
Here you go. High Point, 90 points per game, third in the country. Arkansas, 89.9 points per game, fourth in the country.
Wow. Wow.
So I don't know what the total's going to be, but I would say if it's 170, I mean, that'd be a 85 to 85 game. I'd say if it's 170 or below, you got to play the over. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so High Point can score it, and they scored at a high level. Today, the threes is what did it for them. They went crazy from three today. Hold on, I'm pulling up their stats right now.
While you're looking that up, craziest stat I may have ever heard in my entire life.
I already know.
Was the dude hitting? He's number 99, I think.
Yeah, Chase Johnson.
First hits the go ahead layup to win the game. First 2-pointer all year. How do you go 30? How do you go 30-something games and not even hit a 2-pointer? Like, you didn't get one layup on a backdoor screen or something? Like,
hey, listen, it's not just that he's not scored a 2-pointer all year. It's not like he only plays 5 minutes a game.
That's what I'm saying.
The dude has made, at one point, I think he's at 68 threes. He's made 68 threes this year, okay?
And 0 twos.
And 0 twos until he made the game-winning layup in transition today. He's
real quick, did he travel?
By the letter of the law, probably. Yes, actually, yes. But I don't think any point in any game in college, not just late in the game, I don't think that's called a travel not one time.
Well, not recently. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I meant, yeah. In this day and age,
not just LeBron going to join the league.
He caught it with his left foot planted, and then went right, left, and scored.
Yeah.
So technically, there was no gather, there was no pick up your dribble and gather. So it was clearly, I think it was clearly a long 3 steps. But I mean, Trevin does it all the time in that situation. Trevin does that exact same thing a bunch.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just a stickler on stuff like that. Like the amount of pivot foots that I've seen move and not be called this year, just all over the board, is insane. But anyway, I digress. But no, that guys got all the confidence. It took in the second half in a game they're still trying to come back. Takes one step inside half court and just drains it.
Dude, that was crazy.
Such a ballsy shot in that moment and just nailed it.
Dude,
no
he
problem.
reminds me he's like, I'm talking about just from 3. If you didn't get to watch this kid, he's a hybrid of Steph and Caitlin Clark. Like, dude, he just he has no follow through. He gets his shot off so fast, leaning off balance. You would think it would be easy to guard a guy who refuses to go shoot a layup, right? But if you fall asleep for 1 second, they hit you with a flare screen or something. I mean, if he gets a shot off, there's a good chance it's going in.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna have to make sure he doesn't. I mean, you can really put your worst defender on a guy like that. You just can't let him get a catch and shoot 3. I mean, you just get in his shirt, and you don't help on drives, obviously, and you just can't let him get a catch and shoot three off. But yeah,
Well,
very unique,
but
very unique.
anybody but leak on him because
Yeah,
anybody. It happened again today, like 2 in a row. It's like his guy, boom, 3. I was like, God, it really is just
it's unbelievable.
it happens when you're looking for it. It happens more, I guess.
It's
But
it's
yeah,
unbelievable. But anyways, High Point beat Wisconsin 83-82 in an absolute thriller of a game. They trailed. They were down 8 with 2 minutes to go.
yeah.
Hit a couple threes, got a couple lays, got a couple stops, and these dudes are confident, man. They're pretty good. I don't know where all these cats are from. I know they got a bunch of transfers in there. Their coach kind of
Said they had the highest NIL of the mid
okay.
majors. So apparently they brought in some guys. Their coach is like,
He gets on my nerves.
yes, it's he's like super enthusiastic, but it's like nervous enthusiasm, and it's I don't know. It's like I don't know. It kind of feels forced. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
dude. He just took this victory lap after the game. He was like, "Yeah, yeah, nobody would play us all year. And this is why, because we're really good. All you power four guys, nobody would schedule us. Everybody was griping. We ain't got no big time wins. We can't say that no more." I'm like, dude, be excited, but like,
yeah,
dude, kind of be a leader and take it with some class, Like
yeah. It's
I'm all about a coach who talks a little junk. I've said that
yeah,
numerous times on this podcast, but his was like you said, it was just kind of forced. And he was screaming in the microphone.
yeah,
Like, I don't know.
yeah. It's
I hope we shut him up.
I can't like put my exact finger on it. It's the kind of same thing with Todd Graham in Florida. I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but it's like I don't like I don't like him, and I don't know exactly why, but it's Todd
Yeah.
Graham's obviously a great coach, but
You talking about Todd Golden?
the yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
meant to say.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, he's just an arrogant prick is all he is. He's annoying just because he goes out of his way to like call out, like he likes to bait other teams into technicals and that crap. Like,
mhm.
yeah, he's a prick.
It's also hard to look at. I can't again, I
Yeah,
can't pinpoint what it is, but it's I don't know if it's his really stupid looking haircut or like his teeth or something. I don't know. His head's too big for his body. Something.
yeah.
I
There's
can't pinpoint it, but yeah.
something going on. But anyway, so High Point, like I said, went 83-82 in a thriller of a game. If you didn't get to watch that, you need to go watch those highlights on YouTube to see what we're up against. Because the highlights will not disappoint you. I can assure
Mhm.
you that.
Mhm.
Um, let's see here. Terry Anderson is their leading scorer at 16 points a game. Um, then this Rob Martin kid, he's averaging 15.3. He's little,
See
but
the
dude,
point?
he is.
Number 3?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
number 3. He's fast. They got him listed at 5'10, so that means he's 5'8. He looks like he's 40 and has 3 kids. Um,
Yes.
but
And
dude,
he was
he's
everywhere.
fast.
He was
Dude, he
everywhere on the
was
court.
hitting
You see him
threes, hitting
yeah.
lays. I mean, yeah, dude. Um, let's see. Yeah, he averaged 15 last year. He averaged 12 the year before that. He's averaging 15.3 this year. So today against Wisconsin, he had 23 points and 10 assists. So he's a
Pretty
dude.
good day at the office.
Yeah, Darius is gonna have to stay in front of him. But yeah, dude, they have a couple big guys down there that are strong and thick, but they step out and shoot the three too. So yeah, dude, this game's gonna be tough. I'll tell you right now, I got text messages to prove it. When this game got to like 5 minutes and High Point started cutting it down to 2 or 3, and then it's shut. But I said I'd rather play Wisconsin. I texted a couple group messages. I'd rather play Wisconsin than High Point because, dude, they just feel like they got that magic. I
Yeah.
don't. You just can't put your finger on it.
Yeah.
And there's 2 ways this 12 seed thing goes. 12 will always win a couple of them, but like they felt like they just won the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
The way they're celebrating and
Yeah.
acting, and a lot
Yeah.
of times you can crash off of that, and but sometimes some of these guys they can get it back together and get back locked in and move on to the next game, and so it just kind of depends on how if they're still really just excited they won a game, first game ever, in the tournament, or if they're actually going to be able to move on and lock in for the Hogs, but This is a scary game, I promise you. Now, we can also say this. We've been very lucky with catching double-digit seeds in the NCAA tournament, and we've done really well against them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do we have? We had that one year we had New Mexico State and Chris Jans in the second round. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The year after we beat Vermont. One year we had Oral Roberts, right?
That was a scary team, dude. They were
yeah, dude,
good.
they were good. They were good.
What they had?
We played them in the Sweet 16. That wasn't even second round. That was Sweet 16 game. So
okay,
yeah, I don't remember who we beat in the second round that year, but that was a Sweet 16 game. So
that's right. That's right.
um,
They were good though. They had the little point guard and then the dude that went to the post that went to Texas Tech that I was hoping that we would get.
yeah,
What's his
that dude
name?
was good. I can't think of his name either, but
Yeah.
yeah, that dude was also good. But yeah, so you know, we've had a little bit of luck drawing some double-digit seeds, and so far it hasn't came back to bite us. We've always handled business. But let's see. Yeah, that one year we played Vermont and then New Mexico State in the second round. We beat New Mexico State by 5. And that's the year we went on and we beat Gonzaga. Then I'm pulling it up here on the fly. So, because we beat Oral Roberts in the Sweet 16, if I remember right, and then we lost to Baylor. Yeah, we beat Colgate, then we beat Texas Tech with Matt McClung, and then we beat Oral Roberts in the Sweet 16 by 2. And then we lost to Baylor. So yeah, so we've had our fair share of catching pretty good draws.
2 years in a row we lost to the eventual national champion.
Yeah.
Baylor and then UConn the next year.
Yep. We've caught that bad luck too. So
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so High Point, Arkansas, Saturday. Still don't have a time yet as at the time we're filming this podcast, but it'll come out sometime tonight. Let's go around the tournament real quick. Pull up my bracket here. I do not need the 2021 bracket anymore. Duke squeaks by Siena.
Got real scared.
Dude, yeah, Siena led for like 34 minutes of that game, maybe more.
And I think it was probably
maybe like 38 minutes. Yeah. And dude, I was watching the game, you know, obviously I could couple games on at once. I could do the 4 screen because I got YouTube TV, but and I was just watching the game flow and I was like, dude, like sometimes your eyes just tell you all you need to see. And I got on to see what the live betting line was. And the first half, Siena was up 12 with like 8 minutes to go in the first half. And you could still get Siena at even money to win the half by 2 points. And I was like, I don't think Duke's going to be winning at halftime. The whole time I thought they would eventually win the game, but I was like, this Duke team I'm watching, Siena's playing harder than them. So I threw some money on Siena live bet to go ahead and win. I was like, and dude, that cashed by a lot. But they played 5 guys, 40 minutes.
Yes.
No subs, not one sub the whole game. And that
I was like, you didn't have 1 or 2 dudes on the bench, Jerry.
Yeah, that obviously came back to bite him. But TCU Ohio State got us started off with a great game at 11 this morning. TCU jumped out early, was up like 10 or 12 at halftime. Ohio State came back, took the lead, and then TCU wins it in the last minute. Louisville does not allow South Florida to pull the upset, 83-79. It wasn't that close. It was a double-digit game the whole time, but South Florida plus 5.5. Cash it, boys. I didn't think I had a chance. Didn't think I had a chance of cashing that bet. Michigan State hammers North Dakota State. Nothing to talk about there. Vandy beats McNeese 78-68. McNeese was up double digits in the first half, so obviously Vandy settled into the game a little bit. That Vandy Nebraska game that'll be a fun one to watch.
To Nebraska, I didn't watch.
They packed that thing out.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of that game, but I saw the highlights. It literally looks like if just a bunch of white guys that if you had like a like a how to play basketball fundamentally, like jump shots
A
of
video,
like a little
fundamental video.
like a little robot jump shot. It, that's what it looked like. It looked like just little white guys from the 30s doing jump shots from like 3 and from 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, it just looked like a couple of those guys. It looked funny. I mean, it's probably exactly how you're supposed to shoot,
How
but
you're supposed to do it. That's right.
yeah,
That's right.
it looked mechanical and not athletic, I guess is what I was trying to say. It's like it,
Yeah.
but hey, they took care of business today. So
Congrats to the Huskers for getting their first ever
the last Power
NCAA
Four
tournament.
team to win a tournament game
Dang,
in program history.
what a sad life of basketball. Um, Texas A&M beat St. Mary's 63-50. I thought St. Mary's would beat them, but obviously A&M held St. Mary's to 50 points. I mean, you can beat anybody scoring 50. So
Yeah,
congrats to A&M. I'm the type of guy that I pull for the SEC for the most part. Like I'm not pulling for Kentucky, but I'll
yeah,
pull for the rest of these SEC teams.
yeah,
Texas beats BYU. Texas just is not very good. It's crazy. Like we saw them at Bud a couple weeks ago. We just ran them off the court. Ole Miss beats them in the SEC tournament. They squeaked by, in the first four the other night. And I mean, they just got a good draw, a good BYU draw. And so Texas is moving on. Um, Michigan was like up 4 at halftime on
yeah,
Howard. And they ended up
yeah,
turning up.
yeah.
And that about sums it up, I think, for where we're at at the time we're filming this. So yeah, very exciting first day. Nightcap, which we kind of had a feeling the nightcap wouldn't be as exciting. Gonzaga and Kennesaw is a 6-point game at half, it looks like.
Yep.
St. Louis is smoking Georgia. That doesn't even make sense. Um,
They got Larry Nerd. They got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
do they?
the guy from Indiana State a couple years
Oh
ago.
yeah, I just saw him. I just saw him on
Yeah,
TV. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He transferred to St. Louis and
Okay.
is doing big things there. So
Illinois smoking Penn right now, and Houston smoking Idaho. So, yeah, it looks like the night slate's not going to be too much to rave about. But yeah, can't wait for tomorrow. I'm going down to Russellville to hang out with the boys. Madness weekend. A couple former players of mine and my brother and a couple of his buddies. So excited to get down there for the watch Madness all day. And they got a brisket on the smoker right now, so it's cooking all
oh,
night. So yeah, it'll be a good time. There's 7 or 8 of them down there. So shout out to the Madness weekend boys.
nice.
But yeah, that about wraps it up here. Diamond Hogs, South Carolina this weekend. South Carolina's not very good. Should take 2 or 3. I'd be very disappointed if we don't take 2 or 3 at minimum, maybe even a sweep. South Carolina's not good. So that's we'll get more into baseball later. But anything else? They've had their second spring football practice. Nobody cares, but if you're into that, go check it out on YouTube.
I did find it interesting. I saw just on Facebook the football team posted some videos from practice wherever. I did find it interesting that the only quarterback with a camera on their helmet was is his name Hill from Memphis, the Memphis
Oh, AJ Hill.
AJ. He was the only quarterback with a camera on his helmet.
Hmm.
So take what you will from that. I don't know. I don't know what it means. They might be rotating it every practice to get different guys, or you know, I have no idea. But I
Interesting.
caught that in the video was that he was the only one with a camera on his helmet,
Yeah.
whatever that
Huh.
means.
Interesting.
So
I may try to listen to some of their press conferences on the way down to Russellville tomorrow. In between listening to my basketball podcast, my March Madness podcast, my fantasy baseball prep podcast, my Joe Rogan, and my part of my take, I may try to fit some room in for some Razorback football. So, anyways,
it's not that far to Russellville. I don't know how many
I
podcasts
know.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going straight from there to Jonesboro, so I will have some time.
Oh,
So,
that'll be.
uh,
You'll have plenty of time there.
anyways, but Anyways, I think that'll about wrap us up here on the Never Yield Pod. Thanks everybody for listening. Hopefully the Hogs can take care of High Point on Saturday. And we will be back on Tuesday, hopefully prepping for Arizona. Hopefully prepping for Utah State or Villanova.
We'd be extremely lucky if that happened, but we'll take it. We'll take whatever we can get. So
yeah. Hey, soak it up, people. Soak it up, fans. Watch every minute of this team. You're just watching generational talent. So let's just enjoy this ride while we got it,
and appreciate just as a whole what we've got in basketball right now. I saw somebody posted. I just wanted to throw this out there. Somebody posted that Cal has the best guard in the NBA. You have the reigning MVP. You have the best guard in college basketball in the SEC. You have the best high school guard in the country who just won Player of the Year in high school. And you've got the best guard in the state of Arkansas. So literally at every level you could possibly have, Cal has a guard that's the best. So it's crazy. So
yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Just soak it up and enjoy it, man. It's gonna be sad when it's over. Hopefully we got a couple more weeks with them. So anyways, y'all have a great weekend. Go Hogs, Woo Pig. Take us home, Andrew.
Stay classy, never yield. Go Hogs, baby. March Madness.
Woo Pig.
Get it done.
High Point.